Heaven will be inherited by every man who has heaven in his soul. A pleasant morning to all my beloved students. Today we are going to learn the easy summary of the poem written by the Karnataka's great poet Kuempu. Heaven, if you are not here on earth. So that means what the poet is trying to tell us is that where is heaven? Heaven is on earth itself. So after hearing the confirmation from the great poet, I think you will feel really happy that you are blessed to be born on earth because you are in heaven right now. Most often we ask a question or we consider ourselves to be blessed because we are living on heaven itself. If you doubt you are on heaven, you are living in heaven, there is no need of doubting about it. The poet Kuempu is trying to convince that, dear mankind, be happy that you are living on heaven itself. Most of us life heading towards certainty, or our plan after our death, we will be asking a question, what next? So we may say that our destination, we are heading towards heaven. But here the poet is trying to tell us, you need to find or you need to search for heaven anywhere. Where is heaven? Heaven is on earth itself. So let us see this poetry in detail. Heaven on earth, the great poet Kuempu. K.V. Puttappa, he is widely known by the pen name Kuempu. So the real name of Kuempu is K.V. Puttappa. Pen name means, but while writing, he is using another name as his identity, that is Kuempu. He is acknowledged as the greatest poet of 20th century of Kannada literature. So these two lines you have to know if you are when you write the 6 markers. Most of the questions, one question, mostly 6-mark question will be from this poetry, and it is very easy because this poem have only 3 stanza, 12 lines. So when you learn these 12 lines, that is understand these 12 lines, you can easily score 6 marks. K.V. Puttappa, and he is known by his pen name Kuempu. He is one of the greatest poets of 20th century of Kannada literature. Dr. C. Naganna is also a well-known poet, critic and translator. He has brought out more than 20 books in both in Kannada and literature. And his translation, he has translated many books. That is, one among them was Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart. He is a professor of comparative literature and translation studies. Besides being a director of Prasaranga, the publication division of University of Mysore, a number of organizations have honored him for his literary and cultural contribution. So you may be wondering why we are talking about Naganna, because Naganna is the person who translated this poetry from the real Kannada version. So this has been translated by Dr. C. Naganna. This poem is a translation of the Kannada poem Sorgame Bhuvi Illadaru Nenu. It reveals the rationalistic outlook of the poet who sees God in nature. So here, why poet is considering or calling that heaven is on earth itself because he sees God in nature. Or another philosophy of pantheism, considering nature as your own mother. So here the poet Kuempu, that is K.V. Puttappa, consider that or sees God in nature. There is no other God for him since he has not been able to see any God nor has anyone else. And why he is telling that nature is God itself, or nature you can see, you can find God itself. He is telling that I have seen and enjoy the beauty of nature. I have seen the bounty of nature. So he is telling that what I can see of God's love in the form of nature itself. So he consider nature or on this earth as heaven itself. Addressing heaven, the poet says that it cannot be far away in the sky or elsewhere. It has to be on earth because there is no other suitable place for it. So here he is telling that how can human beings search for the unknown? Believe in your eyes, you can see the beauty of the nature, and you can see the bounty, and you are enjoying the bounty of the nature. And where else you will find it? If you cannot believe your eyes, why can't you open your eyes and see the splendor of the beauty of the mother nature? And he is challenging that if you are searching for God in sky, if you are searching for God little far away, he is challenging us that you will never ever find. According to him, where you can find heaven is on earth itself. We human beings have to be God and heavenly nymphs. Nymphs is a divine creature. Maybe you can say that like an angel, because there are no other gods and nymphs. Nobody has seen them. So he is telling, how can be sure that heaven is somewhere else? Have you seen gods? Have you seen nymphs, heavenly nymphs, divine nature creatures? No, no one on earth would have not seen that. So why can't you believe that what you're seeing in your eyes? That is, if you can find goodness in others, if you are enjoying the good companionship of others, and if you are happy, he is telling that from where you're getting this happiness? From this nature. So where is heaven itself? Heaven is on earth itself. Within these 3 stanzas, poet is trying to convey a powerful message that to the humankind, that for the unquestioned, for the one question always we ask after our death, where will be? Or we will often tell that our aim is to be in heaven. So poet is telling that you need to find heaven anywhere else. You, the creation of God, the human being is the paragon of creation, and you are in heaven. It depends on how you look at things, how your perspectives are. And he is telling that I cannot find heaven anywhere else. I can find heaven only in this earth itself. And if you are searching for heaven anywhere else, you may not find it. So try to find the place where you are living, or consider the place where you are living as in heaven. Take care of the nature, be good with the people, and you will have heaven on earth itself feeling. So he is telling that who is creating happiness and heaven for you? The sole responsibility is for human being itself. Nature is God to him, and worship of nature is worship of God. So God has given or blessed us with this beautiful nature. Take care of it. Nature is bountiful and generous towards all man. What we need, we are getting from the nature. We are not paying anything to the nature, and nature is so generous enough to, to fulfill the needs of the man and desires of the man. So worship the nature, consider the earth as God itself, and make a heaven on earth itself. All the beautiful things on the earth, and he's comparing. Look at the rushing waves, roaring stream with its sparkling water, rolling surface at the edge of the waves, the tender falling sunshine on the lush green gardens, the gentle sun warming the earth, splendor of harvest of moonlight. All this make earth a heaven. And he is making a clarity to us why he says earth is heaven is on earth itself. These are the explanation. He's looking at the nature and telling, look at the waves, sunshine, sun, the moonlight, and the beautiful garden, the water. Whatever you need, it is on earth itself. Because of the presence of this beautiful thing, poet can find heaven on earth experience. He says that it is the responsibility of every human being to create a heaven on earth. And if you can create heaven on earth, definitely the others will be able to see the goodness. Instead of blaming the other people, why can't you change yourself? Just like I quote from Mahatma Gandhi, be the change you want to be. If you can find, if each one on who's living on earth makes a heaven on earth experience, definitely earth will be like heaven. So who is responsible for heaven on earth experience? Yes, you yourself are responsible. He feels that surely there cannot be anything more beautiful to constitute a heaven. He is telling that if you cannot enjoy this bounty, what God has given you right now, and he is telling nowhere on earth you can find this feeling, or no one on earth you will find heaven. As the proverb goes, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. What do you mean by that line? Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. It depends on the eyes of the people. If you can find goodness in others, yes, whatever you see, it will be good. For you, the color white, you may like it, but some people may not like it. So we cannot say that white is not good or white is very good. It depends on the how we look at things. So beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Poet, being more sensitive, can see more than others. It is the poet who says that can see the sun cannot see, but expressing everything in wonderful language, poet points out the beauty of earth to everyone. By articulating his profound, notable thought, he creates heaven here on earth itself. So here the poet is trying to convince the reader with this simple 3 lines. Look at the first line, says that heaven, if you are not here on earth, where else it could be? Heaven, if you cannot find heaven on earth experience while you are living on earth, nowhere else you will find. Look at the wonderful sky, the lush green gardens, the thick gardens in the forest, the vegetation, the sky, the moon. And if you can enjoy the beauty of God in this bounty of nature, because it is created by God himself, and if you can see the beauty and experience and enjoy living on earth, it is you are successful according to poet, because you can find heaven on earth experience. Do you agree that one's life is what one makes of it? Do you agree with me that whether you are responsible for your happiness and sadness? Yes, to an extent, it is. We are responsible for our own happiness. It is you are the master of your life. You are deciding whether to be happy or not. If you are contented with your life today, yes, you can definitely find heaven on earth experience. That means heaven, according to your concept, heaven is somewhere high. But if you are going to enjoy the life what you are having on earth, that means you are creating a heaven for yourself. While creating heaven for yourself, definitely you are making heavenly feeling for others. What comes to your mind when you think of the word heaven? When you think about the word heaven, what are the feelings you are coming? Yes, of course, the first thing is that no exams, no studies, where you have complete freedom, no work, nothing to do, absolutely enjoy the life, eat and dine without doing any of the work, and enjoy the beauty, and perfect, you can say that perfect bliss. For this, the main intention for human being to work hard is what? To enjoy the life. So poet is telling why you are waiting for another life to enjoy your life. Why can't you make the place where you are living in as heaven? Instead of grumbling at the things, look at the positive side of the things. Now, if it is raining, you will complain that it is raining and you can't go out, it's too cold. But if there is no rain, what happens? You will say that, oh, it's too hot, we can't bear the heat. So instead of grumbling at all these things, why can't you look at the positivity side of the life? You have exams right now, a midterm examination is coming. Yes, it's a part of life, it's a testing part. Let me write the test and enjoy the test. Why can't you think in this angle? And instead you take up tension in your life. Oh, test, oh God. So what happens? You are missing the wonderful feelings in the life. And by taking tension and grumbling at the things, is the things are going to change? Never. You have to write the exam, so there is no other go for you. So instead of grumbling at things, look to the positive side of things and enjoy the present moment, because past is your stories. Whatever is gone, yesterday you would have enjoyed, it's your past stories, it just remain like a dreams for you. Present is more important, so don't grumble in the present and waste your heavenly experience on this earth. And you and me are not going to be a permanent people on the earth. Definitely we are only a traveler, and we have only limited period of life on earth. And why can't you enjoy each and every moment of life instead of finding fault with the things or things? Let us enjoy the life. When you see the sun, are you able to enjoy how nice the sun look, how the heat, the warmth, how nice it is in the evening when you look at the sun? Yes, how bright, how nice to see the sunset. Are you able to appreciate the beauty of the nature? If definitely so, if then you can tell that, like Kuempu, you have made a heaven on earth experience. Always remember the time is gone, you cannot rewind it back. So the present is important for you. Let us enjoy the life with full of energy, positivity. So the poet is trying to tell that look into the all aspects of life. with the positive outlook. Enjoy it, because with your grumble, when if you are going to grumble, the things are not going to change at all. So these are the 3 stanzas written by the great poet Heaven. If you are not here on earth, where else could you be? So he's telling, no, never anywhere it will be. If we ourselves cannot be gods, then there can be no gods. God created you. Who is your creator? God. You are the children of God. So if you are not God, there is no God. If we ourselves are in heavenly nymphs are not anywhere else. If you cannot be an angel, you cannot find an angel in others, definitely angels are not there. While this roaring stream rushing fast, roaring surf at the edge of waves, the tender sunshine leans on verdant gardens, and then the gentle sun makes this earth heaven. So here the poet is telling the roaring, the beauty of the nature, telling that look at the nature, the sun, the moon, and the vegetable, the garden, the lush green gardens, and the sun. If you cannot see or find the heaven on earth, nowhere you will be able to find heaven. Anywhere, nowhere else you can find heaven. In the splendor of harvest of moonlight, heaven lies all over. Look at the beautiful nature. You can see it is the mini heaven on earth itself, imbibing and spilling the song of nectar. The poet does create heaven on earth. See, enjoy little things in your life. Spread love and care and protection for all, for those who are surrounded. Definitely you can here create a heaven on earth. And here he's telling you need to search for heaven anywhere. You can make a heaven on earth itself. And these 3 stanzas is translated by Professor C. Naganna. The author of the poet, or the name of the poet, is K.V. Puttappa, and he is popularly known as Kuempu, the Karnataka's great poet of the 20th century. So next class I'll be explaining line by line explanation. This 2 line itself is enough to explain or understand the meaning of the poetry. If you cannot find heaven on earth, according to the poet, nowhere you can find heaven. So as I started the class, I quoted one word: heaven will be inherited by every man. It is not for the poor or for the rich or for the needy. It is for everyone. It is a bounty of or free gift to you. If heaven will be inherited by every man who has heaven in soul, if you are good, definitely you can find goodness in others. And like that, each one making your life or living a life of God, what happens? You can create heaven on earth experience. So ultimately, what the poet is trying to tell, that who is responsible for creating heaven on earth? Yes, we are responsible for creating heaven on earth itself. So this 3 stanza, I hope that it will be an eye-opener for you, how to lead a heavenly life on earth, or how can you do, or how can you be in heaven, and what are the criterias you have to follow if you want to be in heaven. And the poet says that it is your action, your deeds, everything is depending on your behavior that you can create a heaven on earth. I hope you understood the writer's intention or what he's trying to tell. And these 2 lines must penetrate into your heart until you are here on earth. Whenever you undergo a difficult situation in your life, you try to look into the positive angle. Definitely, you cannot change the situation, but definitely you can enjoy the situation. So, next class, I will be explaining the line by line explanation of this beautiful poem. It must be cherished in your heart with lot of positivity, and we together, let us create a mini heaven on earth, and each one create a small heaven. Definitely earth will be a good place, and even the god feel jealous, and he feels like he must leave his heavenly home and must come and settle down on earth. It may be a utopian feeling, but it is possible if we human beings are able to come to one conclusion that we are the creator of happiness for our own happiness and happiness of others. Especially you children can do a tremendous work making your own house as a small heaven by your warmth, your love to your parents and your relatives and friends. And with this, I end my session for the day. May God bless you, and I hope that you will be the life on earth for you. It will be an experience of heavenly bliss. May God bless all my students.